guys, happy Thursday. I'm a mess. I am a hot mess. I have pretty much all but given up. I have very, very little hope left. It's my day is not starting so good. I've been up for hours just trying to find new listings and, be checking emails and, yeah, it's frustrating. But we are up, and Dan is just taking his pills and making a coffee. I am having a war with this zit. You guys have probably noticed it. It is like the devil incarnate. Oh yeah, and it looks like, you guys, oh, we just need a place to live. Like, anyway, yeah. So not much is going on right now. We're gonna make some phone calls and see what we can accomplish today, and I will take you guys along with us as much as I remember. So I will see you guys in a bit. Hey guys. Oh my goodness, that's a good way to start. So Jen had a meltdown. Yep. I kind of knew it was coming, but yeah, I kind of melted down. We have been replying to places and trying to call places, and people are not calling us back. People are not answering their phones, and it's really starting to get to me. We actually did hear from, we've heard from two people. One, we're going to see tonight. It is available, right?
Yes.
So it's available. We have explained everything. Like, we have, like, verbal diarrhea now. We're just putting it all out there. This is what we have. This is what we can do. We'll sign our life away, etc. So she said that she is willing to definitely work with us and, see what we can figure out together. So actually downtown. It looks really nice. It's a two bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom. Yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll meet her tonight and see how it goes. There's also one, I think we're going to see it tomorrow. Yeah, we're seeing that one tomorrow, and it's just literally up the street from where we are now. So that's good. So yeah, we have those two
lined up
on the books, and we found a couple motels that do like flat rates, but they're
proving elusive to get a hold of.
Well, yeah, they're hard to get a hold of, but there are motels that you could stay there for like a weekend, I guess, but it's more so geared toward like monthly rates and bi-weekly rates and stuff like that. So yeah, so we are trying to get a hold. It's kind of funny, both of them we haven't been able to get a hold of, and one had 2 people to call and nothing. So I'm thinking they may have been busy because this is like a checkout time too. So I don't know, guys. Yeah. So I will certainly let you guys know what happens. We go at 6:30 tonight, so we have quite a bit of a wait, but that's okay.
It'll give us a chance to call other places.
Yeah, we're still gonna keep looking and, you know, refreshing Kijiji and doing what we need to do. Yeah, there's certainly things to do around here.
All of which require ambition.
Dan just said all that require ambition. Yeah, I don't. Mine left the building. It's gone. But yeah, so I think we're just going to take another quick look, probably have some lunch, and then get some work done. Hey guys, it is 8. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. I haven't vlogged much today. Today was such a roller coaster of a day. I had 2 anxiety attacks, panic attacks, breakdowns. It was pretty bad around here for a bit. But update on everything. We have contacted about 100 different people. Some have just not worked out at all. Others were kind of interested, but no. And then we found this one listing, and we both looked at the pictures, and, you know, really, we're at the point where we can't be picky. We need to take what we get, but the pictures were nice, and Dan contacted her, and, you know, he was very upfront, explained the situation, and yeah, she was open. She's like, yeah, you know what, we can probably work something out. So we went and we looked at the place, and we absolutely fell in love with it. It's a semi-detached house, and it is a house. Like that's what I find crazy. Yeah, like there's basement downstairs for storage, and laundry's down there. There's a mud room, which is crazy. A gorgeous dining room. Kitchen is nice. Living room is huge. Upstairs there are 2 rooms that are a very, very good size. I mean, it would just be perfect. And we were talking with her, and you know, she certainly understood with the miscarriages and everything. So she took the information. We agreed that we would pay last month, and then our first month would be the first 2 weeks of January, or sorry, the last 2 weeks of January, and that would be our first and last. She said that makes the most sense because, you know, you'll be there for January. So we agreed. And so we all agreed on that. Yeah, so we did fill out an application. We gave it to her. So she's going to try and get back to us hopefully by noon tomorrow. Because if we do get it, then we need to get the hydro and gas and stuff transferred to our name ASAP. And we will meet her Saturday to get the keys and give her the money. And yeah. So, yeah. Our fingers are crossed. Like, I really liked it. I had a front porch, a backyard, like the back was all fenced in so the puppies could go out and play, and yeah. So, yeah. So we just got back a little while ago from seeing that. We are going to hear from somebody tomorrow. They're supposed to message us. But yeah, we'll have to see. Well, we should know around noon or so. See what happens. Let's see. What else did we do today?
Did some more packing.
Yeah, I got our clothes packed and organized. So I've got clothes left out. I'm gonna have to do a load of laundry, which is fine. And then after that, we'll put anything like left over in the hamper. We found a motel that would work.
Yeah.
God help us is all I can say. Yeah. So we've got ourselves covered, I guess. Worst case scenario, but you know. So I wanted to address something. Um, there was some comments on there's some comments on yesterday's video about, you know, um I should be getting out and getting a job if, you know, if we're in this bad of shape. And if it was that easy, then I would be out having a job. I was working at a job and it literally drove me crazy. And not like crazy, like, oh my God, my head's gonna explode, but crazy. I have been on so many antidepressants. I have been on so many anti anxiety pills. I have seen psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors, doctors, more doctors. You know, this is something that I have been dealing with for over 10 years. And for me to just go out and get a job, sure, I could go get a job, no problem, but one, I would not be bringing in what I'm bringing in on disability. That's the first thing. The second thing, I would go to work, and if I was feeling anxious or something bothered me or something went wrong, then I'd have to go home sick. If I wake up in the morning and I can barely get out of bed because of my depression, I have to call in sick. Are you noticing a pattern? You see how this is going on? I get a disability pension from our government. CPP is Canada Pension Plan. You know, I don't want you guys to think that I sit around all day. You know, I pick up the camera once in a while, but really I just sit around and play with my dogs and, you know, do my planner and color. And it's not all butterflies and kisses over here, right?
No. It definitely is not.
It's not. And today proves that. Today I woke up this morning, I felt kind of energized but tired, but I still felt like I had the day ahead of me. And, you know, not 2 hours later, I'm hitting walls and trying to throw things around. Um, you know, and then after that, a bunch of crap went wrong, and I was about to make some really bad decisions. And thank God Dan was here. But Dan knows. Dan has been through this with me. And, you know, I don't want you guys to think that even in the situation we're in, I'm still not doing enough to pull my own weight financially.
We more than make enough. It's
yeah.
just when you fall behind, it's
Our
that getting caught up that's the hard part.
Between Dan's income and my pension, we are fine. We are pretty. I think we're $1,000 above poverty. I believe is what we found out yesterday. Which sounds terrible, and it is terrible, but we also live within our means. I don't go out shopping every week. I don't even get groceries every week. I get groceries every 2 weeks. Um, I don't buy things just because. We don't have cable TV because we don't need cable TV. It's when I was in the hospital, Dan missed days of work. He had to come in and meet with my doctor. We had an entire group meeting where he got to talk with my social worker, with my case manager, with um, my psychiatrist, with the nurse, with the occupational therapist. Like and he can't not go to that. Like that's a huge thing. And his work totally understood, totally worked with him, and it was awesome. But he missed days of work. And unfortunately, you miss days of work, you're now missed pay, and he does get paid sick days, but at this point in the year, he had no sick days left because of his dad passing away in the beginning of last year.
I hate January.
See where I'm going? You see how this is like a vicious cycle? So, because his pays were minuscule to what they should have been, he had to compensate. He was doing the best he could with me stuck in a hospital. I don't blame him. No. He still needed to buy his medications. He still needed to buy food. He needed to deal with all the animals and, continue buying their stuff. And this is turning into a very long tangent, but needless to say.
In short, we got behind, we couldn't get caught up.
Yeah.
We make enough to live by, but it's hard to get caught up once you're behind.
It is.
And I'm sure you people can understand that.
Absolutely. So, I don't. Yeah. I think that's all I really want to say about it. But another comment that was made that actually kind of upset me a little bit was us losing the babies was a blessing in disguise. And nothing about losing them was a blessing in disguise. It was a horrible, horrible tragedy. We would have been able to support them, no problem. No problem whatsoever. There wasn't a question in our mind, ever, that we would not be able to take care of them, or support them, or give them the love that they'd need. And that comment did hurt.
A lot.
Yeah. My babies were not mistakes.
And I don't.
They were miracles. And they weren't supposed to be here. But they were.
And they were supposed to stay here.
And they were supposed to stay here. And now they're gone. And I haven't even begun to deal with that grief. And hi, Mackie. Oh my goodness. Hi, Bubba. Okay, see, this is what happens when I start crying. So, please keep any hurtful comments or thoughts like that to yourself for now. Well, preferably always, but, they weren't a mistake.
No. And it's something that we're going to have to deal with, and it doesn't. Comments like that don't make things any easier. It hasn't been easy for me. It hasn't been easy for Jen. And the fact that we're still coming to grips to the fact that, one day she's pregnant, next day she's not. So it's it's hard, and it still doesn't seem real. So, to even insinuate that, we don't appreciate it. But there would have been no question at all of supporting our children. And so, as she said, just keep the comments, the negative comments, to yourself, please. And if you have any direct questions, feel free to ask. But we don't appreciate being judged when you don't have all the information. So I'm here to support my wife, and we'll get through this no matter what. So thank you.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind, that we are still grieving them. Well, we're trying to, but obviously with everything going on. But once we get moved and settled, it's something that we're really going to come to the realization of, I think. And yeah,
It's not going to be easy.
it's not going to be easy. So now that I've gone through everything and I wanted to say, I'm going to wrap up the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe. And I do want to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. So glad you're here. Make sure to check out some of my other videos so you kind of get a background on what craziness we are going through. 2017 is nuts, and we're not even 2 weeks in. So thanks again, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.